Hello everyone, let's continue our chapter 11, building, painting and books. As we have already discussed, iron pillar, stupa, how was stupas and temple built? Now today our topic is painting. So this is a place where the several caves hollowed out of a hills over century. And these caves used by the Buddhist monk. These were monastery for the Buddhist monk, and some of them were decorated with the paintings. Now the caves are dark inside, so how it was possible for them to paint on walls? So for this, they painted by these paintings were done in the light of torch, and the color which they were used for the painting, still they are strong. Vivid means strong. They are survive after 1500 years. Now, because these colors were made out of plants and minerals, and the artists who created this splendid work of art remain unknown. We don't know the name of these people, those painted on walls. Now next, the word of books. Now, can any one of you tell me what do you understand by the meaning of epic? Epic are grand, long composition like Ramayana, Mahabharata. These are epic. These are grand and long composition. Now, Sangam literature, which gave us a lot of information about the Sangam age. Some important work of Tamil literature like Silapi Karam or Mani Makalai. Silapi Karam, which give us the information about account of towns like Pohar, okay, Madurai, and Mani Makalai give us the information about the story of Madhvi and Kovalam. Fine. Now, it is the story of a merchant named Kovalam who lived in Pohar, and he fell in love with a courtesan named Madhvi, and now he neglected his wife. So what he did, he and Kangni left Pohar and went to Madurai. And what happened over there? The Kangni, what happened with the Kangni and with the Kovalam, that they were caught by the Pandya's king army. Now the king sentenced Kovalam to death because he was accused of theft by the court jeweler of Pandya kings. Now Kovalam to death, the Kangni who still loved him was full of grief and anger at this injustice. So she decided, and she taken the oath that to destroy the entire city of Madurai. So this was the story of Madhvi and Kovalam. And after that, the other story which described the daughter of Kovalam and Madhvi, and these beautiful composition were lost to scholar for many centuries till their manuscript were rediscovered about the 100 years ago. That is why we come to know about these two great Tamil epic. So two Tamil epic, Silapi Karam and Mani Makalai. Okay. Now here we can see the other very famous writers, like the writers such as Kalidas, who wrote in Sanskrit. So let's have a look about the one epic about Kalidas. So here is a verse of Kalidas' best known poem, the Meghdut. Meghdut means monsoon cloud, बारिश के बादल, in which a monsoon cloud is imagined to be messenger between the lover who were separated from one another. So here this poem of which was written by the Kalidasa dedicated to lovers. Now, according to and the preserving old story, the number of Hindu religious stories that were circulated earlier were written down around the same time. These include the Purans. Purans mean old. And these stories contain about, they give us the information about God, goddess, about the lifestyle, how the people worship these God and goddess that time, and about the creation of the world. Now the Purans were written in which language? They were written in simple Sanskrit language and meant to be heard by the, and these were the heard by everybody. But the women and Shudras, everybody including women and Shudras, who were not allowed to study the Vedas, these were probably recited temple by priests and the people came to listen to them. So who were not allowed to study the Vedas? Shudras were not allowed to study the Vedas. And the women. Now two Sanskrit epic, Hindu two great Sanskrit epic, Mahabharata and Ramayana, had been popular for a long period of time. Now in Mahabharata, if we talk about Mahabharata is about the war fought between the Kaurav and Pandav, who were the cousins. Now this was the war to gain the control over the throne of Kurus and their capital Hastinapur. And this story itself was one old one, and but it was written down in a form of which we know it today. Now the both the Puran and the Mahabharata are supposed to be compiled by Ved Vyas. Now Bhagavad Gita, about which we learned in your previous chapter 9, it was also included in Mahabharata. So Gita is a part of Mahabharata where the Shri Krishna given the message to Arjun. Now the next one is the Ramayana, is about the Rama, the prince of the Kosala, who sent for into exile. Now his wife Sita was abducted by the king of Lanka named Ravana, and that the whole story goes around the Rama, Lord Rama, Sita and Ravana. Now the Rama had to fight battle to get her back, the Sita, and he won and returned to Ayodhya and the capital of Kosala after the victory. So that story gives the message the victory over the किसके ऊपर? धर्म के ऊपर, अधर्म के ऊपर धर्म की जीत. And the Mahabharata, this was the story, old story that was now written down. Valmiki is recognized as the author of Sanskrit Ramayana. Now here let's talk about the story of ordinary people. Yes, we know about, we have evidence to get if we want to know the lifestyle of the rich people, king, queen, but what about the old people? So let's talk about the old people and the ordinary people. Ordinary peoples also have the story. They also told the story, composed poems, songs, sang songs, and sang and dance and perform play. And these were preserved in the Jatakas and the stories, poems, and the dance preserved in the collection of the story, such as Jatakas and Panchatantra. These the two books which give us the information about ordinary people, lifestyle of ordinary people. Now the story from the Jataka were often shown in the on the railing of stupa and the painting in the place of Ajanta walls, which give this story. They tell us about the lifestyle of ordinary people. Here is the story of Monkey King. Now the next one is a writing book on science. So Aryabhatta was the famous astronomer and the scientist of the Asian period. Now, his book Aryabhatta mention about the decimal system and place value of number. He proved that the earth rotated on its own axis and also calculated the duration of eclipse. He gave an accurate value of pi. Aryabhatta. Another important astronomer of this period was Varamira, who wrote the Surya Siddhanta, which is regarded as the most complete work on the astronomy of the period. Brahmagupta, Bhaskaracharya were some of the other mathematician and the astronomer who made several discoveries. Now let's talk about the zero. While numerals had been used earlier, mathematician in India now invented as a special symbol for zero. This system of counting then spread to Europe. It continued to be in use throughout the world. Now, what is a Ayurveda? Ayurveda is a well-known system of health science that was developed in ancient India. Ayurveda in ancient India were Charkha. Okay. Now the Charkha Samiti written by Chark in the remarkable book on medicine. In this treatise, the Shusastra Samiti and should speak about the elaborate surgical procedure. Now, are you using paper? We are free to use a paper, pile of paper. Now, let's talk about the story of paper. Paper has become the part of our daily life. The books we read are the printed on paper. Everything which we have a document that is on paper. So the paper, when it was invented, paper was invented in China about 1900 years ago by the man named Kowloon. So he beat the plant fiber and cloth rock and the bark of trees and soaked these in water and then pressed. Then what the next process is drained and dyed the pulp to create paper. Even today, handmade paper is made through the similar process. The technique of making paper was closely guarded, secret for centuries. It reached to Korea about 1400 years ago and spread to Japan soon after. It was known in Baghdad about 1800 years ago. Now Baghdad, it spread to Europe, Africa and other part of Asia, including subcontinent.